Hey, pilots! Welcome to an exciting episode of Battlezone! That's where I take my original account out and have some fun on the battlefield. I'm your host, Gotchure Beacons. Thanks for stopping by. Been playing this game for about 4 years now. This is my original account. If you're seeing this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe. Maybe like the episode if you liked it. Make a comment. Maybe share it with a friend if you think it might help them in their gameplay. So, we're going to hop into, looks like Dead City right here. I always open up with my beautiful Zeus Fury. This is a great way for me to start this map. I always play Domination. And the way I play Domination is very tactical. Not like Beacon Rush, where you rush on in with speed and high DPS. With Domination, I like to get a lay of the land. It's more of a slow pace because every time you fry a red, they got to start back at their spawn beacon area, their home area. So it is a slower paced battle. It doesn't have to be, but it usually is. If both sides are evenly matched as far as firepower is concerned, it's more of a slower paced battle, and you can get away with doing it this way. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting kind of a lay of the land. I'm figuring out who's where. I'm trying to figure out who's on my team. I'm playing it with randoms, right? So I don't really know if these are going to be high-end randoms or low-end randoms, if I'm going to be up against a higher ranked team or a lower ranked team, or a lot of whales or not. Although this is my original account, not much of this stuff is MK2. I'll talk about that here in a second. But for the most part, this is Mark 1 stuff, higher end, usually 10 or 11, sometimes even 12. But, and again, when I'm in the Master 2, I think, I'm going to be facing some whales, and sometimes I'm going to be in with just some other experts and masters. So, obviously, matchmaking, you never know. Well, take a look. We were at a 4-1 beacon advantage. They're starting to get it back now. It looks like it's a pretty balanced battle. We might even have a small advantage on them. And so I really can pretty much monitor this beacon here. This guy got into me, and he's going to take my beautiful Zeus Fury out. But that was 3.5 minutes in. So now I'm going to take my Ao Guang. This has got Scourges on him. My Ao Guang, I think the bot is like at level 8. I don't even have it up to level 9 yet. These Scourges are all to level 11, so they're pretty potent. And 3 Scourges on an Ao Guang, that's dangerous. So I'm going to help this guy out over there, by the way. He was capping that back when he's been doing a lot of good job on capping beacon, so I'm going to help support him. And then when he's going to go up and take that guy out. So we were still at a 4-1 beacon advantage. I tell you what, this is the name of the game on these beacon-focused battles. Keep them blue, right? Look at that, 5 to none. This is how you win a battle, guys. You want to go in there and press them real hard, you definitely want to get in there and make sure you're keeping them blue on the regular basis. It looks like their team had one drop off. They only had 6,000 points and 0 beacons, 0 kills. So obviously someone lost connection. That made it a lot easier for us, and that was a pretty easy battle. But obviously, see, you got a lot of champs on both sides, so really good pilots on both sides. I'm probably the low end as far as equipment is concerned, but that was a whole lot of fun, and I was able to kind of help support the team there. If you see your name, thanks for the game. Let's hop into the next one here. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we're going to be in Castle. So, I do have 2 decks, just like on my tutorial account. One is an open map deck, one is a closed map deck. So my methodology here, maps like the Castle and Moon and Power Plant and Rome, to me, they're all closed maps. There's not a lot of good range vantage points for a Zeus Fury or a sniper. There are some, but the idea for me behind a Zeus Fury or my support bot is to basically guard one beacon and also have a line of sight on 2 other beacons. So if you're not holding down essentially 3 beacons with your support bot, this is probably not a good map for that kind of a bot. So these closed map decks, I've got a lot of more closer range, 300, 350 meter range bots, and they're more nimble, like this Vortex Spectre here. And now I'm not in range of all the bots, all the vantage points, but right now, obviously from here, I can basically chip away at anyone coming in this direction. And see what I can do. Up above there, they like to hide right behind that turret, and I can usually jump up and catch them over the top if I do it right. 4 vortexes are pretty good. Now, if I hit my jump right, oops, hey, I'm good, but I'm not a pro. So, I try to teach tactics on these games. So if you are in the mindset of having 2 decks, I would recommend having a closed map deck and an open map deck. The closed map deck are for maps like these, and basically all your bots are going to be kind of knife fighter, inside fighter, or good range, close close bots. Or if you have an open map for the longer range ones. So I messed up there, and I'm cleaning up my mess. I let that guy buy me. I didn't do it very good. I had a couple lousy jumps. So this is another thing too, guys. When you leave a mess, go clean it up. Not everyone does that. They kind of go off to a different area. But if you adopt an area to hold, like I was this upper area, make sure that if you leave a mess, go clean it up. And that's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning up my mess. I might even lose a guy doing it, but I'm trying to clean up my mess. I really left us open up there, and I'm trying to go back and make up for it. Now, that was my little blitz. So now I'm going to hop into my little Loki here. See what I'm doing? I do a Loki when everyone's engaged, and right now, obviously, my guys are engaged with the Reds. The Reds are busy with my men, and and when everyone's busy, this is when you use your Loki, not at the opening. Now, if you're gonna get a Loki, couple things. First off, get Roadhog and Adamant Roadhog, so he's really fast when you're down on beacons. Also, have some good power on him. Little guns that give a good burst of damage when someone's got their back to you. Also, you want to get Mechanic and Raider Mechanic. Mechanic is the one where he's constantly regenerating his health. And then you got Raider Mechanic, where every time you cap a beacon, you're going to regenerate a good chunk of your health. Look at it. He was almost dead, and he's still alive. And also, if they've got lower ground, you got to kind of make sure that you are at least being mindful that you can get hit, even in stealth. Get phase shift on him. See how he stepped out of the circle? That allowed me to cap this beacon and regenerate some of my health. And there's a nice green banner. And also, rely on your mates. I leveraged my mates. I stood there knowing that my mates were on that guy, and he was going to take him out. So great pilots on both sides. Again, we're going to see a lot of champions here on both sides. And with my original account still being in Master 2, I'm guessing I'm still facing people with higher firepower. We recently had a little deal where we could get all of our MK1 leveled up to MK2 if they're at 12. By the way, if you saw your name, thanks for the game. Let's go into our third battle here. Domination. We got Moon. Okay, so this is I call it a closed map. Not a lot of line of sight for beacons. So I'm going to put in my closed map deck. I'm going to open up with my Vortex Spectre. I love this guy. He's really a lot of fun. Those are huge migraines. My vortexes, they were a lot of them were at MK1 Mark 1 12. In fact, some of them were actually in the MK2. So I was able to, for 1 gold, level them up to MK Mark 2, and it didn't drop them down to, MK Mark 2 level 1 didn't go all the way back down to a lower level power level. So they've adjusted the Mark 2 abilities, and so if you upgrade your weapons from Mark 1 to Mark 2, it's going to actually not drop in power, and you can kind of pick up where you left off there and start leveling them up. It's a great thing. I feel bad for anyone who had a lot of Mark 1 level 10s and 11s not sitting at 12. But still do it, guys. Still take advantage of it. If you've got some Mark 10s or Mark 1 10s and Mark 1 11s, get them up to 12. It's going to be probably a little more to move them to Mark 2 when you get them there. But it's definitely worth it now to start getting your weapons to Mark 2. And also, remember, Titans are coming. You're going to want some heavier firepower. So take advantage of it. And Pixonic, they do run specials every once in a while. So, maybe they'll offer that, that upgrade again. Maybe they'll give it to us in our Christmas stocking. So enjoy. So take advantage of that. So I'm still in my Vortex Spectre. I love this guy. I've done it. They call him Manny calls it a banana shot. I'll tell you what. If you want to see someone who's good with a Vortex Spectre, Manny is about as good as they come. He's really, really clever when it comes to getting them. And see, I miss my jumps all the time. I'm horrible, but I'm getting better at it, and look at our guys, 5 to none, so we've really are taking it to them on the beacons here. So I'm going to just keep riding this storm out. Look at that. Look how much damage this guy gets, even on formidable things. I'm not sure what that was. That might have been I don't know what they are, but when I'm facing champions, these guys are probably all level and Mark II as well. But I'm just gonna keep chipping away at these guys. You can do a really good. They hit better when you can do it when you're doing a jump than not. And then this guy's going to take me out probably. I'm going to drop out because he's a crippled. And look at our beacon. We're starting to lose it. So this is my Loki. Now, this Loki, because I got him ramped up, unlike my tutorial, he's still got the same skills, but he's up to level 9, and so his speed is much faster, and he'll launch right over the top of things. I got to plan that jump a little better. Off that top of that ramp there that I just went over, I ran into that little bridge structure, that little cross bridge structure, cross member, and I'm going to do it again here. I've learned, go over to the side and you'll clear over the entire thing. So don't do it right dead center like that where you get hit. Well, we won that one anyhow, but that was a lot of fun. But I found out with the Loki, you can clear over that entire structure if you go to the one side or the other of that little cross bridge, and you'll probably see me do it on some of my next battles there. So that was fun, and we got top damage, and I got a couple beacons there. We really had that one sewed up. I was just throwing in the Loki to have fun at the end there. Great pilots on both sides. If you see your name, thanks for the game, guys. I really had fun. And thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for watching my little Battlezone episode. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, like the episode. If you did, share it with a friend. I would love to add more subscribers. As always, guys, play well out there. Hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure you keep them blue. Hope to see you in the battlefield. Peace out.